Hi, I'm Barry Haeger of Zest Executive Coaching and BeCollaboration. I was working as a coach for a number of years and going around the circuit doing networking. And you know, when you're doing networking, sometimes it doesn't always work out and you don't get into the right groove with things. So I was finding that it was getting very stale. I wasn't getting really the opportunities that was coming out of networking, and so I started to do something which was outside networking. And I began looking around for something which would play to my strengths, and that was like working with people, not just being on my own. So after a short while I found somebody that would work with me on a project, and they kept talking about this going off to this collaboration thing, and I thought, well, what's that about? Then one day I got a call to say there's a new collaboration group, a BeCollaboration group starting in Essex, and would I like to come along? It was the inaugural meeting. I went along, and wow, how different that was from any networking that I'd done. It just wasn't about networking. The people were different. It was talking about values. It was talking about working together. And that was quite strange from other business groups I'd been involved with. So I was in from day one. I wanted to be part of it. So I said, well, where else? And I went around, found there were other groups that I could meet with, all part of the BeCollaboration community. It didn't take long, did it, for me to get fully involved with it, and got the opportunity to stand up and talk about myself and my business. And in the meetings, people are far more open. It's not just about business, it's about the people, it's about the bigger picture. It's about the values that make people tick. And people are free to talk about it. And I brought a guest in, and he said, you know, I've never known a situation like this. Business people, guys, talking about feelings. Now, it's not all woo-woo. No, it's something more than that, because there's an authenticity about the way in which people react to one and relate to one another, and are looking not just to plough their own furrow, but to see if they can work as a team. So my early experiences with the group was that it was vibrant, people that had a bigger picture that they wanted to be part of, projects going, whether it would be books, working with schools to help children to overcome some of the issues around depression, things like that, the Yellow Book. And it was a reaching out to the community, wanting to make a bigger change. And it's somewhere where you could go each week and sort of going around the four meetings that there were at the time, and really recharge your batteries. People were refreshed by it, and it gave you new energy to go forward into the coming week and get on with your business and develop it and grow it. And so they were the kind of breakthroughs I had, that people were different. People left their ego at the door and came in and were themselves, and that's so refreshing. Do you find that in any other business group you go to? So it didn't take long before there was an opportunity that came up. I went to a meeting, and the leader said, you know, I'm going to be announcing later that I'm stepping down. And I sat there through the meeting thinking, you know what, I could do this. I'd like to step up. I'd like to help run this group, grow the group, take it to new places. Because that collaboration that you get working with other people is so energizing. And so I started working with Carol, and we ran the first meeting. It was getting together and just sort of talking a little bit beforehand, and we said we had no plan how we were going to do it, how we were going to carve up what we did. We just stood there, we started, and it happened organically. There was a natural rapport that came for us so that we could run that meeting. And we really loved the fact that people were uplifted, inspired by what we were doing. And so I see the future going forward with BeCollaboration as a very powerful movement, something I'm really pleased to be part of. And I'm trying to grow a group now in Chelmsford, which gets bigger and gets more people in. And why not come along to a meeting? You know, you only have to try it. it will be different from anything else you've ever been along to. I promise you that. And come along. Don't bring any preconceptions with you. Just be open to the experience of being there. And if you find people there that share your values and your vision for where you want to take yourself and grow and your business, then great. We'd love to see you there.